What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitz. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great day. So let's finally cover the Lake Guardians. There's been a lot of things that's happening about them, so we're going to go over all of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I personally am not happy that Niantic put these Pokemon in raids after releasing them extremely rare in the wild. Now, of course, spoofers going to be able to get them within the first 5 minutes of them being released in the wild. And you know what? That's fine. If they want to ruin their own fun, let them do it. Because we, as people who play normally, the right way, we have to go out and find these Pokemon extremely rare. Now, that also brings up another topic. Why are these Lake Trio Pokemon, the Lake Guardians, out in the wild, then they're put into raids? Where are all the other legendaries that were already put into raids? Niantic, you could really create some day one Pokemon Go hype of hunting Pokemon if you release all the other legendaries into the wild, and then we have just that much more Pokemon to possibly find and track down. All those super rare, the more the merrier. So I don't know what Niantic's doing. That kind of made me pretty upset. And there are a lot of people that are upset about having the Lake Trio in raids, because now it's all about numbers instead of looking for the Pokemon in the wild. Again, just like day one Pokemon Go. Remember how excited you were to hunt down Pokemon? It was a blast. Now, with the Lake Trio, that's not going to be the case. Alright, so without further ado, let's go over some raid counters. The raid counters for Azelf, Uxie, and Mesper are all pretty much going to be the same. So we'll just go ahead and cover this real quick. Superior raid counters, Giratina Origin Form, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball is a ridiculously powerful Ghost moveset, considering that all the Lake Guardians are weak to Ghost. They're weak to Ghost, Bug, and Dark. So there's some pretty powerful Pokemon in those categories. So first, Giratina Origin Form, we just got done having this one. If you did get yourself a good one, you powered up, you are good to go. Mewtwo with Shadow Ball is kind of a cliche. It's a legacy move. Pokemon, if you have it, use it. If you don't, it's okay, don't fret. Gengar's really good with Shadow Claw. Gengar's really good with Lick. Heck, even with Hex, but you just gotta make sure you have that Shadow Ball. Now be careful, Gengar is a little squishy, so if you want to stack a full team of Gengar, if you have more Gengar than Giratina Origin Form, Mewtwo, Shadow Balls, and any other Pokemon on this list, just be careful. You're gonna be doing a ton of damage, absolutely, but is a little squishy. Next, I would say Bite, Crunch, Tyrantars. You can literally stack your team with a bunch of these and you'll be just fine. You might even survive the entire raid because Dark-type Pokemon resists the Psychic-type Pokemon, like all the moves. So Tyranitar, all these Dark Pokemon are actually phenomenal choices, maybe besides Absol, only because it's kind of squishy. I would go with Tyranitar. Weavile is an interesting choice. I love Weavile. I'm probably going to use that in a Zelf raid. Honchkrow is a cool choice. Alright, I've already used Houndoom against a Psychic Pokemon, for example. I did a Deoxys raid, a defensive Deoxys. Houndoom does stack up, but I had mine maxed out. So if you have a maxed out Houndoom, absolutely. Pinsir, Yanmega, Scizor, these are three incredible Pokemon in my opinion. Yanmega is a monster, Pinsir is a monster, Scizor is a monster. So these Pokemon are definitely good choices as well. Sharpedo, just kind of a random dark type Pokemon to throw out there, but again, it will take the Psychic hits. Mismagius is a pretty solid Pokemon. Deoxys attack form, I don't know about that. Shiftry is okay. Cacturne's okay. These were kind of all thrown in there because they're okay to use. But if you want to throw a bug type, if it's raining, oh my gosh, you'll do just fine with these. Tyranitar, Houndoom, I can try and true test that that's a good Pokemon. Honchkrow will probably do well, same with Weavile. But Giratina Origin Form, I would say, is the winner here. It is an absolute monster. Now, let's go ahead and go cover the three Lake Guardians and how good they are in Ultra League. So first, we're just going to go over the stats again, just to refresh you guys. 156 attack, 270 defense, that's very important, and a 181 stamina. So this Pokemon is extremely tanky, and we know from the Ultra League standpoint that that's good because you're going to be able to almost max this Pokemon out, meaning you're going to have almost max stats. So it's weak to Bug, Dark, Ghost, resists Fighting, and Psychic. So I've gone over these before, but it's just going to be a refresher of what are going to be the best movesets for PvP as this loads in. It's going to be Confusion with Swift. You're going to want Swift because it's going to be a quicker charging charge move. And then whatever you want to choose here is up to you, because you could argue like, hey, if I'm doing super effective damage with a psychic move, Confusion's just going to absolutely annihilate it on its own, so I could run Thunder to cover anything else. Or you could look at it this way, I'm going to use Confusion to annihilate whatever I'm going to hit, and then use Future Sight for one-hit KO, perhaps. It's up to you, but definitely Confusion and Swift need to be on there, and if you want a second move, Thunder or Future Sight, it is up to you. Next is Mesprit. It is the well-rounded Pokemon, which is very good, actually. That reminds me of Donphan's old stats. I think it was 212, 212, or 214, and then 180 or something like that. Donphan's stats used to look like this. That's kind of weird. That actually might be exactly Donphan's old stats, now I think about it. Oh well, I digress. We go to the moves here. There's going to be a common theme, for the most part. Confusion, Swift, with Blizzard or Future Sight. So they have Thunder, Blizzard, and Fire Blast. You're kind of seeing the pattern here. And then Azelf having a ridiculous attack stat. The defensive stat's a little low, making it a little squishy, but again, the stamina stat's still pretty phenomenal. And just a fun tip, this is the second best Psychic Pokemon in the game. Second best Psychic Pokemon in the game. Mewtwo is first, this is second, Espeon is third. And then you'll have Alakazam is fourth. Confusion, Swift, Future Sight, Fire Blast. Now, here's the thing that's important to note. And you guys can't see it, but Uxie is right above here. So right now we have them at Ultra, or is that Ultra League? No, it's Great League. Right now we have them at Great League. So let's go ahead and adjust the levels here to see what, let's see, Uxie's going to have to be like 39, right? Yeah, because if it's 40, yep. So at 39, this is going to be at Mesprit. What? Let's see. What? 25, 27, 29. No. What about 28.5? 20.5 level. Yeah. And then Azelf's going to be like 25 probably. No. 26, 27, 27 and a half. 27. Okay. So these are the stats that you're going to want to pay attention to, per se. Now, I'm using 100% IVs because it's the easiest way to compare. This ain't going to be the possibly best IVs for these Pokemon, but it's just a lot easier to, you know, see how well these Pokemon are going to perform in the Ultra League, because that's what they're going to perform best at. So, starting up top here with Uxie at level 39, which is very good. 2488 CP at 100%. Attacks 134, which is kind of low. Defense is 223, that's insane. And HP is 153. That's actually not that bad either. So, this Pokemon is going to be a defensive powerhouse. This would be a Pokemon you throw at the end of your 3 to clean up anything else, because if it's at the end of your Pokemon, that means that well, more than likely, your opponent's going to be out of shields. Next, Mesprit at level 28.5, 2490 CP. Attack is 161. That's okay. Defense is 161. Okay. HP is 146. So more well-rounded, as we expected. This Pokemon might be better in the second slot instead of the third because it's not as tanky and it will deal a little bit more damage. You could even lead with this. Just be careful because of Giratina altered form. Like, any ghost types, any dark types are going to be scary to go up against, so just keep that in mind for all 3 of these, for example. And then at level 27, Azelf, 197 attack stat, defense is 115, HP is 136. So this thing's a powerhouse. That is an extremely high attack stat for a Ultra League Pokemon. That's actually ridiculous. So, depending on how you want to use this Pokemon, it's hit and miss. Only say that because it's going to get annihilated if it goes up against an unfavorable matchup. So, there you guys have it. Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, the first regional raid trio that will not rotate ever in Pokemon Go. But I want to know what you guys think about them releasing them in the wild and then in raids. How do you guys feel about that? Spoofers, how do you feel about that? You can, you know, spoof to go get them, but now you can do them in raids? I don't know. I feel like everybody, no matter how you play, is kind of upset about it, to be honest. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think these Pokemon are any good? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be a part of the Fitz City fam. I will see you guys at GoFest, by the way. There'll be more details coming on that very soon. That's your boy Fitz City. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.